Joining me in the studio is Kevin. He is the president of a Museum of Black Experiences. So I have to know, what exactly does that mean?
So what it means is we have a new museum coming to Saginaw, Michigan.
Awesome.
This museum, a Museum of Black Experiences, is a celebration, recognition of Black art, culture, and history. And it's something that we deserve to add to the great tapestry of museums that we already have in this region.
Yeah. So talk about how you got into art.
Well, so I am a collector of art, culture, and history. I grew up in a household here in Saginaw, Michigan, where the proud achievements of African Americans hung alongside some of the greatest travesties that we've experienced. And so just with my love of history and understand how it's interpreted through art and culture, I've been a collector. I've been a collector of artifacts for more than 25 years.
Wow.
Inspired by my grandmother, my mother, who are also collectors, particularly items that they got from the South when they moved from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and my dad, Philadelphia, Mississippi. They brought a lot of items with them. And so I've maintained those items and actually have now grown it to about 5,000 pieces that we will, at different times, have exhibited at the museum.
Yeah. Where do you find all of those?
So I have a business called Black Tiki.
Sure.
And what I do is I have spent probably every weekend for more than 20 years going to antique shops and really looking for items that speak to Black experiences. And so, you may find beautiful dowels, but on the other hand, you might find, some of the salt and pepper shakers that were meant to make fun of Black people.
Sure.
And so I've been able to collect those items and really talk about and celebrate Black experiences and how much we've overcome, but also how we've created different things and been a part of this American fabric.
Yeah. What kind of feeling do you get out of that, when you see those pieces and they speak to you?
I like to find a feeling of joy.
Sure.
Because I've found something, and in my head, I'm an archaeologist. I'm out trying to find these hidden treasures. And so I'm excited when I find these items, but when I get a close examination of some of them, they pull at my heartstrings. I think about my family's experiences in the South, and some of the things that they had to go through, particularly growing up when a lot of those materials were circulated. So those stories kind of flash in my head. It pulls at the heartstrings. But I'm also excited because I know that I'm going to be able to display those items, and people will learn more about Black culture, Black experiences, but also how we function in America. When I say we, I'm talking about just all of the citizens of the United States.
There's so many different things to learn from, the Black experience, but talk about why you think this will give a different lesson, because you just said people will learn from all the things that you've collected. I think this is like a unique way of connecting the community in that way.
People, maybe because of shame, they no longer display those items in their households, and so they're easily found at antique shops. And at the same time, we have, throughout our country, different attacks on what can be taught in schools or in different settings. And so I want to show that these items provide proof that certain experiences existed. And we can talk about them, but sometimes people actually need to see the actual item, and they need to be able to touch them. So in that sense, I think we will provide just an opportunity to learn more and to be able to see it in our own backyard. We have great museums in the state of Michigan as well as in the United States, but we deserve something here in our own backyard so that people can celebrate and recognize and learn about Black experiences.